Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Juliet. So in today's video, I will be showing you how to make this simple crop top. So here I am folding my fabric into two using the bust measurement I'm working with divided by 4 plus 2 inches of allowance and then another 1.5 for zip. That is for the back. And then for the length, I'm going to place 6 inches at the beginning of the fabric like so, and then I will mark the length I'm working with plus 2 inches of allowance. So the actual length I'm working with is 16, but I'm marking 18 here, so the extra 2 inches is for folding on the upper part and the lower part. So using my chalk, I'm connecting with a line. So next I'm cutting. This is the back piece. Next we're going to be cutting the front piece. So for the front as well, I'm going to place 6 inches from the beginning of the fabric like so. Then I will mark the length, which is 16 inches plus 2 inches of allowance, making it 18 inches. So for the folding in the front, I'm going to be using the bust measurement I'm working with divided by 4 plus 2 inches of allowance. There's no zip on the front piece, so there's no need for the extra 1.5 inches. Also, I'm adding a zipper to this because this fabric is not stretchy enough. So next I'm cutting. So now we have the back piece and then the front piece. So for the back piece now, I'm going to be marking 1.5 inches for the zip. I'm going to mark it all the way down. Next, I'm going to place the front piece on top of that 1.5 inches line. So the front piece is going to start on the zip allowance line like so. So next, from that front piece, I'm going to mark half of the shoulder measurement I'm working with minus 1.5 inches. So I'm marking 5.5 here. Shoulder measurement is 14 divided by 2, that is 7 minus 1.5 is 5.5 inches. So I came down again and I marked 5.5 inches, and then I came down by 4 inches for the armhole. So from that front piece again, I'm marking quarter of the bust measurement on that armhole line, and then I'm going to make a curve. Sorry, this fabric is not, the chalk is not really showing, but I'm sure you can see a little bit. So from that point, I now curved the armhole, as you can see. So on this back piece, I'm going to place 6 inches from the top again and mark 9 inches. And then on the down part, I'm going to mark half inches inwards, and then I will connect in a slant to that 9 inches point. So next I'm going to be cutting. This is the armhole. And then I will open the back piece into two and also cut off that half inches I slanted in. So I'm going to keep the front piece aside for now, and then from on this down part I will mark 1.5 inches again, which is going to be the new zip allowance, and then I will connect to that 9 inches point like so. So next I'm going to go fold the upper part, like so. Both back pieces, I will also fold the down part again. This is for the back. I will do the same thing for the front piece. I will hem the upper part and then hem the lower part as well. So here is the sleeve. I folded the fabric into two using about 13 inches, and then for the length we're going to add, I'm going to make the length 28 inches. So the actual length is 22 inches, so I added extra 6 inches to that, making it 28 inches. So on fold I have 13 inches on fold. So that is 28 inches long and then 13 inches on fold. So I'm cutting that out. I'm going to be cutting two for both sleeves. So here I'm going to go make elastic casing on both sides. So I'm going to fold twice like so, leaving enough space for 1/4 inch elastic to pass through on both the up and the down part of the sleeves. I'll do the same for the two of them. So here is the main bodies I have hemmed, and I also joined the back piece together using 1.5 inches that I left for allowance, and this is the front. So next I'm folding the front piece into two. I'm going to be marking the measurement I'm working with. So on this upper part I'm going to mark 1/4 of the bust measurement I'm working with here, and then I will mark 1/4 of the waist measurement I'm working with on this down part, and then I will connect using my ruler. So I'm going to turn it to the other side and repeat the same thing. 1/4 of the bust measurement up here, and then 1/4 of the waist measurement down here. So next I'm going to open it up and check again from one line to the other to be sure that I have half of the bust measurement on this upper part and then half of the waist measurement on this down part. So I am adjusting the lower part because it's more than half of the waist measurement that I am working with. So after adjusting, I will place the back piece and the front piece right sides facing each other, and then I will go and sew using the sew on those lines that we just marked. So after sewing, I will also reduce the seam allowances to about 1.5 inches. So after sewing, this is what we have. This is what the top is looking like so far. This is the back. I'm going to be adding the zipper there later. And then these are the sleeve pieces. I have made the elastic casing on both of them. On both, yeah, the up and the down part. So I'm folding it into two here. I am going to place the armhole on top of it. But first I will leave 1 inch from the side and then place the armhole to that point, and then I will trace it out. So using my scissors, I'm going to be cutting that out, and then I will place it on the second sleeve piece and trace out the same shape. So next I'm going to be passing my elastic through. So the one on the upper part I used 8 inches. We took out 6 inches from the top, making it off. So because this is elastic, 8 inches is just fine instead of cutting out 12. So using my safety pin, I pass the elastic through like so. I also pinned the other side so it doesn't go all in, and then I start again. So on this end too, I'm going to be pinning the elastic in place. And then on the down part, I am using 7 inches long elastic. That's exactly the wrist measurement I'm working with. I didn't take out anything on this part. I just used exactly 7 inches. So using my safety pin again, I'm going to pass it through, as you can see. So once it gets all in on one side, I pin it down first before I continue passing it through. So once I get to this other side, I'm going to pin it again to hold it in place. So after passing the elastic through, I'm going to place the sleeve piece right sides together, and I will go and sew using the 1 inch I left on the side like so. So I'm going to repeat everything I did here on the second sleeve. So after sewing, this is what the sleeves are looking like. Next, I'm going to be attaching it to the bodies. So here is it. I'm going to match the side seam of the bodies to the side seam of the sleeve, right sides together. Then I will pin it up to the end like so, up to the top like so, and then up to this other side again, as you can see. Then I will go and sew all the way like so using 1/2 inch, and then I'll repeat the same for this sleeve. I'll match side seams together, right sides together, pin it in place first, and then pin to the top like so. And then I will do the same thing on this other side before I will take both. I'll take it to the machine and sew both sleeves together using 1/2 inch. After that, I will add a zipper at the back, and that will be it for this simple top. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comment section below. Like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'll see you in my next one.